In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet.
Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by the big man himself. I'm saying the big man, I said you look bigger, but you told me you lost 6 kilos.
I've lost weight, look at this. Old retired man, I'm in better shape than all the fighters.
You're in better shape than me, and I'm probably 3 years younger than you. Alex, yeah, your son's fighting again, second professional fight.
Yeah.
But this time he's got you in the corner with him. How important is that for both you and Junior going into this fight?
Well, it's very important, of course, because of the fact that I've coached him for the very start. So, you know, he's used to my tones, he's used to my instructions. Alec is a natural talent, but absorbs my information very, very well, and he can do what I tell him, and he knows it works. So, hopefully, it's a good night for us both.
Well, that's it. He said to me, I said, listen, Body back in Scotland, we want to keep the shows here, we need big highlight, real knockouts, and he smiled and he went, it's coming.
I hope so.
Well, how's camp been then? Obviously, he's hoping for that highlight real knockout, but you've been in camp with him. How's it been for him?
Camp's been great, it really has. I mean, everybody says that, camp's been great, but it couldn't have really went much smoother. Well, I've had the fortune of sparring with the brilliant Aston Brown, who's a fantastic guy as well. Aston's been really helping Alec with professional boxing education, and we like to think we've been getting Aston a good help as well. That's what Scottish boxing is all about. Obviously, Alex had past experience with Wally Hutchison, who looks up to like a big brother. Yeah. So he's really starting to build a good style for himself. My old mate Joe Ham behind you.
Listen,
he's always up to something, Joe.
Watch this. You know how to scare Joe Ham? Put a camera on him. That's how you scare Joe Ham. Well, turn the camera around, Joe.
All the pieces of the puzzle are starting to gradually come together now. I'm seeing a lot more things for Alec that I would like to see him add to his arsenal. He's already got really good physical attributes, but they're starting to fine-tune a wee bit now. It's very, very early days, but he's doing stuff that I'm really happy about, and that's the main thing.
Alex, the next King of Scotland, this bill is classed at. Now, I've said this question to you many a times. It was Scott Harrison, then it was Alex Arthur, then it was Ricky Burns, then it was Josh Taylor. We've just had that one fighter that has carried the flag to bring the big shows to Scotland. And as young fighters coming through, it could be frustrating because we're waiting for the guys like you to come back to Scotland to give us the shows. But when you look at that table with your son, we've got Drew Lemon, who's not on the top table. We've got guys like Reece Lynch as well. We've got Luke Bibby, who you're training alongside. We've got cracking young fighters. Can you see multiple guys bringing shows to Scotland?
I honestly can, and I think the likes of Queensberry should be putting a lot more, not that they're not putting a lot of effort in, but they should be targeting Scotland because the market's brilliant. There's so many good young up and coming fighters just now. After 37 years in the sport up here, I can see it clearly. And you know, this whole next King of Scotland thing, I hope there's space for a few kings, because I think there's going to be a few kings.
King of Edinburgh, King of Glasgow, King of Dundee.
Both, definitely, unbelievable. I mean, you've got to say Nathaniel Collins is leading the way, and rightly so. But as I've said many times before as well, publicly, Wally Hutchison's got more talent in his big toe than most boxers have got in their whole bodies. So we really do hope that Wally can live up to his, not just the height, but he can do what he was destined to do, because he's an unbelievable fighter as well.
As for the state of boxing, though, when you look at boxing, obviously the shows, the UK shows, I think what Anthony Crawler's saying, that with Riyadh season, they've got 5 main events on one card, and the shows are drying up in Scotland, in the UK. Sorry. What do you make of like the big Riyadhs? Obviously, we're getting the fights we've never seen before, which is great. But do you feel like there's a dryness in the UK shows?
Slightly, not so much. I mean, listen, the whole Riyadh thing as well. I also think it'd be great to get some of the Scottish lads out there.
Yes, definitely.
I think that they would really take to the Scottish lads, and the way that most of the Scottish lads fight right now is their styles are very good to watch. You know, you've seen Nathaniel in his last fight. Wally Hutchison's got, I mean, against Buatsi. So many men would have quit that night.
Yes.
He was, and for my liking, he was hit so many bad blows. He was hit behind the head numerously, he was hit low numerously. He was absolutely exhausted for round 2, and he got to the 12th round, showed some amount of character and heart. So him at his best is a world force. Nathaniel Collins is a world force. We've got so many young potential world-class fighters here, and I think they should be showing everywhere.
Definitely, and Riyadh season seems to be the place to be for the exposure and getting those fights that we want to see as well. Can I pull Josh in? Josh, can I pull you in for a second with Alex? I want to just get, there's two.
Wee man.
Well, you passed the torch to him, and now you're passing the torch to Nathaniel Collins. But being the pressure, you've like I said to Alex there, he's had the pressure of bringing the shows by himself, and you've had it. Do you feel like Nathaniel Collins can hold that pressure himself and do what you two guys did for a decade and just carry the shows all by himself? Share the mic, guy.
I mean, I don't think he's going to feel any pressure. I think he's going to now say, right, this is an opportunity to take that mantle and take it to the next level. So, but I don't think he'll have that on his mind to say, oh, I've got him leading the show now. He's just focused on.
The McGregor fight was probably more pressure, eh?
Aye, because it was a clash of
Edinburgh, Scott,
it was a clash of who's going to be the next big one coming through and who's going to be carrying the mantle. So, but I don't think that's going. I don't think he's going to dwell on that. I think he's just going to be focused on winning this fight and getting a world title shot, which is what he needs to do.
But again, the state of Scottish boxing, though, like I panic as a boxing fan when you retired and then Josh Taylor came and seen Josh retired. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, how am I going to get paid unless I interview you? No, but like, the shows, we need the shows here in Scotland.
You want us to make a comeback?
Well, aye, if you can. A little bare knuckle for Josh. I think Josh, you'll be good at bare knuckle.
I can't fucking see
that. Can he see? I've got one hand and the shoulder.
I don't know. Listen, I can't fight.
Do some blindfold boxing. That might be good. Aye.
Pillow fighting. Have you seen that?
Fighting for who can get the quick last pie. The chicken and the old mince pie. Who can get that one?
Yeah, you can do that. Aye. But it's good. It's good that we've got Nathaniel Collins and his brother. But the state of Scottish boxing. I said in our interview that we've just done, Josh, that it's when I'm looking at that table, I'm excited because we've got Drew Lemons and Reece Lynch who aren't on that table, who's fighting on Saturday night as well, which is a super talented boys. We've got Alex Arthur Jr. It seems like Scottish boxing is, in the next 5 years, can and will be in a good place.
I think
so. Aye, there's loads of talent in Scotland. There's just loads and loads of talent in Scotland. It's just we don't get the chance to showcase their skills often enough on the big stage on the TV shows.
That's what I was just saying to you, wasn't it, about us maybe getting some of the boys out to Riyadh, and I think these kind of promoters and the likes of the Turk and that would see these Scottish lads and fall in love with them. I think because the way we fight, the passion we carry, like I was just saying about Wally Hutchison, me and Joss have obviously been in the trenches a few times too many, but
speak for yourself.
But think about Wally Hutchison against Buatsi. I mean, he was dead on his feet for round 2. He was repetitively hit behind the head, low blows. Loads of boys would have quit there. Loads of boys would have quit, and he lasted to the 12th round. We've got a spirit and a character in us that just we can't quit, we can't die. So we are a massive contribution to boxing the world over, I think. But we just, like Josh said, we just need the chances to get out there. And once they see us, that'll be it.
So I'll ask this one. You noticed that with 3 Edinburgh boys, right?
Even going on that, continuing that, like everybody's jumping on the ship to go to Saudi and fight her in Saudi and that, which I think's killing boxing.
Fair enough, Josh.
I think it's killing boxing because, fair enough, the big shows, because in the big shows they're getting paid well, they're getting the Saudi money and all that, but on the other side of that, what it's doing is killing all the small hall shows and all the talent coming through.
No, I've got to agree with that.
So all these lads here that are boxing on Saturday, if this show had been over in Dubai, none of these lads would have been over there boxing, and they wouldn't have had the chance to show their talent on a big stage. I think that side is kind of half killing boxing.
No, you're right there.
Well, I guess that's what I said to you, man. At least we're getting the fights we're not getting to see out in Saudi, though, because these fights where the, I don't know, like the Tyson Fury, you might not have seen that.
Bethnal Green. There's going to be a show in Portobello Town Hall. I mean, I guess when Josh probably heard about that, he's probably, that's brilliant. Portobello Town Hall, Matty McHale, Alec could be on the undercard. I mean, that is the bread and butter of how we came up as well. Like, no, that's a massively valid point for Josh there about the Saudi stuff, because I was bigging it up there, and it'd be great to get all the Scottish lads over there, but no, Josh has got a massively good point.
It is brilliant. It's amazing because they're getting a chance to show their skills on a huge platform and all that. But it's away over there, and They should keep it here. They should keep it here. I mean, they're getting the Saudi money and stuff, which is fair enough, and it is a business to make as much money as you can and then get out.
That's it. You know, boxing is a business.
Well, we also know what the Scottish fans are like as well. We're not going away over there.
You're talking a couple of grand just for the flights on just on the flights alone, and then you've got your ticket money, and then the hotels, and then your spending money for getting there or drink or eating whatever. You know, so. It's a lot of money you ask for fans to spend, so it kind of kills the boxing here then. So I think it should be, but the promoters are solid with that, innit? They're all making plenty of that. Yeah. So
he's smarter than he looks.
Nah, he's definitely smarter than what he looks. I don't know, maybe he's got smarter. He's probably been reading now.
What's that film when they start taking that thing? What's it? Who's it?
Is that Tom Cruise gets smart? He takes the time to get smart.
I can't remember who's in it. Anyway, see, Punchy.
Back to Josh again.
I'm eating that Neurogum. That's how I've been a bit sharp on the day.
I'll end on a lighter note here, right? With 3 Edinburgh boys, right? We're in Glasgow. Which is the hardest city, Edinburgh or Glasgow? Come on.
They didn't even come close to us, man.
The boxing side of things, it was definitely Edinburgh.
Ken Buchanan used to.
Out in the street and all that, say it was Glasgow, I would say, you know.
Fancy scrapping with Scott Harrison in the street.
He was a beast, old Scott. Listen, good to see you both. And listen, I'll see you on Saturday night. Good luck on Saturday night with Junior. He's over there. And good luck with the media side of Josh. You're trying to take my job.
You're trying to take my job. Not to say fuck or bugger.
That's it. Cheers, guys.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet.